Hello, this is Kevin from Bimser International. Thank you for joining today's webinar on how to work remotely in this digital age with the help of eBA and SAP Integrated Solutions. Today, we'll be talking about how you can use eBA in your daily life while you are working away from office. And also, we'll show you how eBA can be maximizing the benefits you can get from digital environment with the help of SAP Integrations. Let's start with some brief information about our YouTube channel, first of all. As you know, we have weekly webinars. We organize every week about digital transformation, remote work capabilities and possibilities, and we record these webinars on weekly basis. If you visit our website, and then also if you visit our YouTube channel, we have a channel called Bimser International. If you click playlist, you can see the webinar recordings that we have available for previous webinars that we have, and you can watch webinar recordings, you can share with your colleagues and also with your team members. Also, as always, we use Eventbrite for our webinar registrations. You can register our coming webinars on Eventbrite. We'll be talking about quality management, we'll be talking about asset and maintenance management in digital environment, and we'll be talking more about remote work possibilities with the help of eBA and other systems available in the marketplace. So there are many things to talk about in educational sense, and we welcome you. We encourage you to register our coming webinar sessions. Great, so let's talk about Bimser International briefly. We are Bimser International, and we are an enterprise software maker since 1998. We are based in New York. As a company, we help companies simplify their business processes, and we help them adopt digital transformation. We are very active in various business communities in the US. We are a member of ASQ. We follow other chambers and associations in business, for retail, for manufacturing, also for quality management, international trade. There are many different verticals that we are very active in. So we follow many different associations respectively. We also follow HIA, LI, Hapak Industry Association of Long Island. We are very active in manufacturing committee. So with the help of this committee, we have a chance to learn more from manufacturers, and we have a chance to, of course, engage with manufacturers on weekly, daily, and sometimes monthly basis. We have an educational internship program for university students. Nowadays, we are doing it online. And with the help of this internship program, we help university students to learn about how to do pre-sales engineering and software engineering. As Bimser, we are a group of companies. While Bimser International is based in New York, we are also active in Europe. So as a group, we are about 200 people, and we are a growing organization. European Bank for Reconstruction and Development is one of our investors. So with the help of European Bank, we have more visibility in international markets, and we have more resources to support our customers and our partners, as well as our ecosystem. We are a certified SAP vendor. We are a Microsoft Gold vendor partner, and we are also Acumatica independent software vendor. So with the help of these ERP systems, we help and support companies digitize their business processes more often, and we help them adopt digital transformation. As Bimser, we are ISO 9001 certified and ISO 27001 certified. Since 1998, we focus on 4 products. We have eBA. eBA is our enterprise content management platform. It has a powerful workflow engine supported by document management and records management capabilities. With the help of eBA, you can digitize all your business processes, and you can actually work remotely. We'll be talking more about it today, and we'll also show you a live demo session, so you'll see how eBA can be helpful for you to work remotely. We have eBA as an asset maintenance and facility management software. This enterprise level software can help you manage your machinery, equipment, facilities, properties, fleets, and energy consumptions at your organization in a digital environment. There is QDMS, that is a quality, risk, compliance, and audit management software. It helps companies comply with many different quality management standards. ISO, SQF, BRC, FDA, and other standards can be complied with QDMS paperless, in a paperless environment and digitally. Finally, we have Ensemble as our business process management tool. In bottom, you can see contract management for companies to manage contracts digitally, paperless. And also there is ITSM solution for companies to manage IT service management operations. As you see on the screen, we have our products designed to run standalone. When there is a need, we integrate with ERP systems, manufacturing execution systems, as well as other applications available at customers' locations. So the idea is to help customer have an integrated business management environment. Our products work on cloud as well as on-premise servers, and we have mobile apps available. So we have up-to-date technology. Here you can see how many projects we have deployed since 1998 by the end of last year. As for eBA, we'll talk more about today as to remote work. We have right now more than 50,000 processes running on eBA, and we have more than 1.5 million professional users of eBA actively. So these are great numbers that we are proud of. Since we are coming from enterprise market, we have a lot of enterprise level reputable customers as our references. We work with Ford, we work with 3M, for example, using eBA on daily basis. We work with International Paper. Pilatus is one of our customers. We work with Renault-Nissan Alliance. United Nations is one of our customers using eBA, and we'll talk eBA today in more detail. And Unilever is also one of our customers. So in a nutshell, that's who we are and what we do as Bimser International. So let's talk about digital transformation a little bit. Then we are getting ready to talk about remote work possibilities. So digital transformation is basically adapting an organizational structure and culture to capture opportunities enabled by technology. That's actually a very straightforward definition. So when a company adopts digital transformation based on these definitions, there are of course some benefits. For example, you can be more competitive, you can reduce cost, you can be more compliant to different standards and regulations, for example. You can be more productive. You can also work remotely in this case that we are facing with a pandemic, and working remotely is more important than ever. You can also increase your customer satisfaction. You can also increase your sales, and you can be more efficient with the help of digital transformation. So when we look at what is happening right now in the world, there was a business life before COVID-19. Now what we are actually experiencing is business life after COVID-19. So there is a big change before and after, because we were talking about some other things in February. Now we are here in May. We are talking about different set of circumstances. So there is a new normal. So the new normal is working remotely more than before, working from home more than before. And from companies' management point of view, risk management is going to be more and more important for us as companies because of COVID-19, because of our experience. We like to be ready as much as we can. So process risk management, environment risk management, health and safety risk management is going to be more important than before that we need to actually work on. So based on the risk assessment, of course, with the digital tools that we have, we can also put together a contingency plan, identifying the risk, what kind of outcomes that may bring, how we can actually respond as a company. We can put all these together as a contingency plan. And based on that, we need to also train our employees, of course. Also, we need to mention after COVID-19, business trips will be much more scrutinized, and it's going to be more and more. It's going to be more and more remote connection, basically, to have meetings. We're going to have less business trips, that's for sure. And when we have business trips, it's going to be basically monitored very closely in our company, that's for sure. And finally, as I mentioned earlier, remote work is going to be the new normal. And we'll talk about eBA today and how we can actually help you manage your work remotely. So eBA is our electronic business process automation platform that is designed for companies to automate their processes and work remotely. That has a very modern technology, and it's already ready to work with IoT devices, smart sensors. We can integrate with manufacturing execution systems with eBA. We can integrate with CRM systems. We can also integrate with ERP systems with open APIs. Since we have that modern technology, we can integrate your current technologies, current systems, so that you can avoid double entry. That's basically the idea. And eBA it consists of 4 modules. That is workflow module, where you can manage your business processes. There is document and records management module, where you manage your documents. Documents may be Word files, PDF files, spreadsheets, maybe your videos, maybe your JPEG files, as in image files, for example. All these can be managed in that module. There is capture module supported by an OCR engine, helps you capture characters from a document, for example, for automation purposes. And finally, there is executive dashboard module as part of eBA, and that basically helps you have visual reports for managers to see and monitor KPIs in an organization. So these four modules, basically, when we put them together, eBA comes live. But one of the questions that we always get is, if we can run these modules individually. So the answer is yes. So the module structure gives us the option to have just one module, two modules together, three modules together, or four of them. That's basically a great option that we have that we can always take advantage of. When we talk about workflow module, that has a drag and drop technology. So you can easily design your forms. That may be an expense claim form, that may be HR onboarding, offboarding, training request, surveys, for example. You can put together all these forms followed by a workflow schematic, as you see in the bottom right, and you can digitize your operations with the help of eBA. So you can get rid of email, you can get rid of paper-based forms, and you can basically increase your efficiency with the help of eBA. It has also approvals and delegations available. It has notifications and reminders available, and since it has a flow history, you have the audit trail of who approved what kind of operation, what kind of process, what kind of request, how long it took to approve it, when it was approved, whose approval we are waiting for. All these details can be seen in the flow history easily. So typically, if you are running this kind of operations on paper base, you need to go from desk to desk. Thanks to eBA, no need to go from desk to desk. Basically, you can run your operations remotely and with no need of paper. So workflow engine is great in that sense. Some examples for workflow engine is vendor supplier, vendor approval, supplier approval, customer approval, stock item approval. You can do all these approvals digitally on eBA, which is a very day-to-day task, if you ask me, in organization. You can run your quality control operations digitally. You can manage your expenses. You can manage your change operations, change management, training for HR or production, for example, which is very common for companies. Purchasing request and management can be managed on eBA. Contract management is a very paper-based, paper-heavy operation. So with the help of contract management application on eBA, for example, you can run your contracts digitally. And there are also a lot of HR management applications that you can run on eBA, as I mentioned. That may be job interviews, onboarding, offboarding, evaluations, for example, periodic evaluations can be done on eBA digitally. So you basically create the corporate memory in a digital environment, no need of paper, and all these processes running on eBA has an audit trail. So you can see who's done what was the outcome, and you can get the reports, notifications, and reminders accordingly. The other module is called Document and Records Management module. It has basic storage capabilities. You can manage your PDF files, Word files, images, videos, CAD files, for example, or any other type of document. Basically, there is almost no restriction on eBA. You can store them on eBA. You can access them remotely. Same with Workflow Engine. You can access these systems wherever you are. You may be at home, you may be at office, you may be traveling, and different team members can connect from different places. This is a web-based technology, so connecting eBA is just like connecting a website. All you need is an internet connection and web browser. That's all you need, and you can access your documents as well remotely. It has a lot of permission capabilities. We call this role-based environment. Same with Workflow Engine, Workflow modules, same with document management. You can detail all the permissions in the system. Who can see what they can approve. These are all permission-based, so that's an important security feature that we have in place. There is check-in and check-out features available, so if you are working on the same document, you can manage that as well. It has a built-in viewer, meaning all the documents that you put on eBA, you can view them digitally. You don't have to download anything else. You don't have to integrate in other system. Within eBA, you can view your videos. You can see your images, PDF files, Word files, contracts, and so on. We have Office add-on capabilities, meaning if you are using Word files, Excel files, once you create them, it can help you move them to eBA automatically, for example. That's another option, which is very common. And finally, we can also talk about folder listener. That is basically for you to automate your business processes. So eBA can listen to a certain folder or certain email address, for example. So as soon as there's a document there, we can start a business approval process and help you run the business approval within the organization, and then help you record it on document management module, which is very modern. It's a great way to automate operations, basically. Capture module has an OCR engine underneath. So with the help of OCR engine within capture module, you can capture characters on any document. So the example on the screen, for example, is about accounts payable automation, which is very common, which is very labor oriented. We spend a lot of time if we are getting a lot of invoices from our suppliers, or we are sending a lot of invoices to our customers, for example. So we can automate all these processes. So if we are receiving an invoice from our supplier, eBA can recognize where the invoice is coming from, who the supplier is. So it can pull up your purchase order from your ERP system, and it can do actually a two-way or three-way matching, so that instead of handling the paper by hand, you can basically automate your processes on eBA. And finally, there is a dashboard module, which helps you have the KPIs in a digital environment. With the help of the module, you can basically have your reports with pie charts, bar charts, and other visual tools basically. And it has also reminders and notifications available in its system. So just a reminder, eBA is an SAP certified solution. So this is the screen coming from SAP's marketplace. As you see, eBA is there, located in SAP marketplace. And eBA is ready to integrate with many different SAP ERP systems, basically. We can pull data, we can push data, and we can help you automate your processes working with SAP ERP systems as well. All right, great. So that was my part, basically. So we talk about Bimser International. In a nutshell, we talk about digital transformation briefly, and then we talk about eBA, our electronic business automation platform, and we talk about its modules. We talk about workflow module, document management module, capture module, and also dashboard module. So what I like to do is I like to invite Sam Watt to the stage, virtual stage, and he'll be basically showing us eBA and how it is running, basically, and how it can help you manage your remote operations. So Sam will be showing us the workflow engine as well as document management module. So let's see how one can actually manage documents as well as business processes on eBA digitally. Sam, are you ready?
Yes, thank you, Kevin. I'm ready.
Great.
Okay.
We can see your screen.
That's nice. Okay. So, may I start?
Yes, please. The floor is yours.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin. And thank you for joining today's webinar. This is Sam at Bimser International. So this is the home screen of eBA, our enterprise business automation process platform. So you can find all your pending tasks and requests for approval right on this home screen. And let's make sure you won't miss any important task or request right after you log into eBA. And you can move your cursor to the widget and find the pending task, your favorite document, and the last visit document here as well. And also you can find all the announcement that is shared with you right on this homepage. And on the top left, on your left, you can see the main menu of eBA. You can find all the available modules right here as document management module, workflow management module, dashboard, and all the business process that you digitize on eBA. And keep in mind, eBA is a permission-based system, which means not everyone can see everything on this platform. It will be based on your role, your position, profession, department, or group. And since now I'm logging in as the administrator, and you can see the username on your top right. And I have the full control of the system. And that's why I can see all the modules on this platform. And first of all, I want to show you is the document management module. In this module, you can manage your folder structure. For example, like having your library, and in your library, you can create your folder or upload your document directly under the library. But as we all know, as the basic of folder structure, we want to have a library, then our folder, maybe subfolder in our folder, then that will be the document. So you can find or manage your folder in this library, and you can see all the documents sitting under this folder by clicking the folder name. And these are all the documents sitting under this folder. And eBA supports different file type. For example, like your form, your invoice, or your invoice, or any kind of image. And eBA supports different document format, like in Microsoft Word, Excel, image, PDF, video, and audio. So do you need any other solution or software to read your document? The answer is no, because there is a built-in browser on eBA which allows you to show the content of your document in the built-in browser of eBA. So now eBA brings up your document on this built-in browser. Okay, excuse. And what you will see is your document in this built-in browser, which you can zoom in and out. And also you can find the version of your document right here. eBay always show the most up-to-date version in this built-in browser. And with the permission, which I will cover a little later, you can get back to the previous version of your document. And also, on the top, you can download your document, send it through email, or drop some note on your document. You can make a new note and select if everyone or just someone can read your note that you attach with this document. So we can get back right here to our document list, which also shows you the name, the creator, and also the version number of your document. And you can manage the permission in this module, like the permission of reading, downloading the document, printing the document, or publish it, or share with email or any external link. And that will be based on the role, position, profession, or department or group. And on the top, you can find the different control icon like downloading it, send it through email, or share as an external link. And there is one very important feature in this module is the history. We also call it the audit trail. So eBA record all the action of the users in a log of the system. And you can see who did what on what day in this report. And this helps you to see if there is any suspicious or malicious action that is happened in your system. And also you can do this less and e-signature features, like when this user read this or download this document, those will be recorded in the system. And on the left, there's a dashboard module, which you can digitize or visualize your data by using this module. So for example, like a maintenance administration dashboard, which showed you all the data in this dashboard. And considering this is the multiple location on the top left widget, And you can make it click on it and pick and choose different location, and you can see the real-time data change accordingly. And your data will be showed in a chart, in a table, in a pie chart, or in a bar chart. Okay. And of course, this data can come from the system or your existing ERP system or your Cloud ERP system as well. And then let's go back. Okay. And next, I'm going to show you is the workflow management module, which again, you can find your the request is waiting for your approval, or the item or the process that you sent out and waiting for someone approval here. And these are the business process that we digitize on eBA. How you can find your business process is right here. So you can digitize your business process on eBA, for example, like for HR purposes, like expense declaration, or for maintenance, for different industry like aviation industry, food industry, or for quality control purposes, or work request purposes. Okay. And today I will show you one of our business process which is integrate with SAP. And that will be the one that we have here. It's the SAP Master Data. And right here, we can enter the information of the material that we have and pick and choose the existing record from SAP. So I'm going to put this on my screen. Okay. And right here, so we can enlarge and pick and choose the existing material that we have in the system. And as I mentioned, all the rest of the field will be entered automatically. And this is the flow scheme of this business process. So the flow starter will first of all fill in the form, and it will be sent to the accounting department. And after that, we can send this to the operations department and then to the MDG group. So keep in mind, this workflow is configurable, which means we can update this flow based on the approval of your company or the operation of your company. And right here, you can see we can design the form with different fields like the material description, type, unit of measurement, and so on. So now we can come to the list that we have and show it in a list. So there we go. This is one of our record, and I'm going to select this one with the name Sunny Sunny. And it will be sent to the workflow. But before we're doing that, you can see all the information will be filled automatically, like the material group, the wage, and also the material type and the description. And since we want to add this is a new material, and you can attach the document to this new material. And as you can see right here, we can click the add button and start adding a new files here. So you can pick and choose the category and also select the document from the document management module. And we can pick and choose which library that you want to attach our document, or this new attached document is coming from. And after that, we can click OK or put any description to your attachment. And on the left, we come back to our form. You can add some new comment to this new material as well. So eBA will show you a page that you can enter the comment. So saying this is a comment, and save it. And this will be connected to this record. And now the comment is ready, and you can double check if the rest of the information is correct, and send it to the approval flow. Again, this is our approval flow, and you can see the accounting responsible person will receive our request. So I'm going to send this, and it will be sent to the responsible person in the accounting department. And this is the full history. So you can see what is the next step or who we are waiting for the next approval. And we also do it as an e-signature. So you can see who did what and who is going to do what in this flow history. For example, like Brian approved it, it will be shown in the flow history with the date and action. So you can see how the flow is and who approved this in this flow history form. Okay. So since now it's waiting for Brian's approval, we can switch our account to Brian. And how Brian can find the request is right on this home screen. As I mentioned, all the pending tasks or requests will be sent to the user, and that responsible user can find this right on the home screen. So we can go to this widget and get a quick connection to this request. So these are all the pending requests, and it's waiting for Brian's approval. So this is the one we just create, and we can click it. And you can see the request date and also the creator. So now we click it, and all the information will be shown exactly as you enter as the creator entered. So you can see the Sunny here and the rest of the information. For example, like the wage, material type, UOM, those are coming from SAP. And right there, and you can find the comment. And this accounting info category can only be seen by Brian since he is in the accounting department. So now, let's say, how about we want to edit something? For example, like something, we want to update the material name. So you can do it with the permission as for Brian's accounts, and you can update the material name. So for example, I'm going to put a date right after the material name, and then we will save it and continue our workflow. So who will be the next one receiving this request? That will be the responsible person in operation department, which will be shown in the flow history. So now we are waiting for Yuri in operation department for her approval. So you can see the name and the date, and then we can switch our account to Yuri. Again, the same or similar homepage. Now I'm logging in as Yuri. You can see the username change on your top right. And I'm going to find the request in this widget or on my home screen and get a quick connection to manage this request. Then this is the same request we just filed, and we can double click it and show it on our screen. You can see right here, the same information come to this form, and the accounting information is no longer available for Yuri, but instead, she can see the MRP information of the MRP category, like the storage location, purchasing group, and also the state, also the MRP controller as well here. Okay. And again, since the system is permission based, not everyone can see everything in the system and also in every single business process that we digitize on eBA. And now you can reveal all the information and see the material name is updated and also the comment it is attached. After that, she can save it and continue our workflow. And this will be sent to the next approver, which is Siri, who is in the MDG group. So now we can switch our account to Siri. So Siri, now this is our account. You can see the username now is logged as a Siri, and we can find the task right on our home screen and get a quick connection to it again. And this is the one we just create. And now put this up on our screen and reveal all the information that are the previous approvers and the creators enter. So as Siri is the final approver and have a full review on this form, and after reviewing it, we can approve it. And this form will be sent to SAP. And you can see in this flow history, we can scroll down and find out all the action that has been take place. And workflow is the material created, which means it is finished. So now we can go back to our SAP Master Data and go to the archive. So eBA also save all the business process. And you can find this in an archive. So right here, we create an equipment number, which is a unique number in the system and also in SAP. So this is the one ending in 5656. This is the one we just created. And we can come here to the archive and put this form. And in the log, you can see this material has been created successfully in SAP. So it's helped you to keep tracking if the material has been added to SAP. And also you can anytime retrieve all the information that you enter on eBA for your material, and also in the coming example will be the vendor. Okay. So now we can go to the SAP, and I'm going to log into my SAP interface. And this is my SAP interface. So after I log in, I can go to the top left and go to the material in SAP. So right here, we can make a search, and instead we can copy this one, the equipment number and unique equipment number, because this is also the material number in SAP. So we can type in the equipment number 5006565656, yes, and then make a search. And this sunny with the date coming after will be shown on your screen. So we can select it and show all the information on SAP. Okay, so now I have to select it and put it out. Okay, great. And then you can see the information now we just created on eBA has been sent to SAP, which means eBA and SAP integration is working perfectly fine. You can find the same information that you enter, for example, like the UOM, unit of measurement, material group, and also the name and division, and so on this page. So now we can go to the master data, and you can see you can add a new vendor as well. So that you can add a new vendor. Let me go back to my previous account to the starter. Yes. And you can add a new vendor here by using the digitized business process on eBA. So now let me click this again, and it will come to our screen. Yes. So now it is ready, and you can find a similar form that we have, and you can create a new one or select the radio button on the top to modify an existing vendor. So again, you can copy the information from an existing vendor, which you will see a list of the vendors which is coming from SAP. And these are all the vendor name in SAP. And on the top right, you can see the search bar provided. And anytime you can use the search features on eBA. So let's say the turf mall, this is the one we want to copy the information from. And now eBA is putting the rest of the information automatically to the form. So like the vendor name and also the term, the title and the street. And now we can manage or giving it a new vendor name. Then we'll put, for example, like a date, and then we will save it. And after we send it, it will be sent to a workflow. And it will be sent to the accounting and then to the MDG group. And after that, we will send it and create a new data in SAP. So this with the similar approach to add a new material, and all the vendor that we add in this on this platform will be saved in a log or in an archive. And anytime you can retrieve all the information that you have managed on eBA platform. So now this is the list, and these are all the vendor that we have add or manage on eBA platform. And you can see the validation log and see what has been added in SAP, or what is the feedback from SAP, like it is an existing record in SAP. And this is one of the records that we created with a new vendor name and the company code, and it has been sent to SAP. So this is the validation log when the turf more -3 was created in company code 0001. So we can go back to the SAP interface. And then we can go to the vendor page as well, FK, yes. And after that, we can go and make a search of this vendor name. Excuse me, close this. Actually, make a search. Make a search there. Okay. And for example, as we come back, turf more -3. Okay. So let's get back to the SAP. Okay, this is the one. Okay, there we go. So now you can find the name and also the postal code and also all the information that you have entered on our eBA platform. And again, which means it is working perfectly for SAP and eBA integration. So it's come to the end of my demonstration of eBA and SAP integration. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Sam, for the demonstration. Much appreciated. Now we go to our Q&A session. We address some questions that we have been receiving. So one of the questions about collaboration. Is there any tool within eBA for eBA users to be communicating instantly? The answer is yes. So we have an IM tool available in eBA. That's an instant messaging tool, just like any other messaging tool that we have been using, on a daily basis. So that is available on eBA, and you can definitely use it in eBA to collaborate and to basically chat and discuss with your team members about activities that you are basically working on. So that's a great tool to collaborate on instantly, basically. There is another question. Let's see. I have a bunch of them. So one of them is about limits. What is the limit I can have on eBA as to documents and records that I like to keep? what is eBA's capability. So there is no limit on eBA's side. The limit is basically your environment. That's your server, that's your cloud environment, and as long as you have storage space, your database is available, you can host and you can keep as many documents as you want, basically. So there is no restriction on eBA's part. That is up to your infrastructure, I would say. Let me see if there is another question. Can you tell us about security features of eBA? We are compliant with FDA. Okay, yes, sure. So as I mentioned earlier, Sam also mentioned while he was doing his demo, eBA is a permission-based environment. That's a platform. It has very detailed security functionalities. For example, everything is, all the activities, entire system is actually role-based, so permission-based. So once you are managing your system, you decide who can see what part of the system, what kind of actions they can take. So all these are basically available on eBA. So you can you have that capabilities. It has the audit trail automatically. So once a user actually connects to the system, you know who is in the system, how long they stay, what they do, everything is captured, and that is reportable and traceable. So you have the audit trail. If you don't use the system for a while, it basically automatically logs you out. So you need to log in again with your unique username and password. That's another security feature. A, automatic logout. B, everyone has a unique username and a password. Another part I need to mention is the encryption part. So document management module has encryption capabilities. So all the documents and records that you keep on eBA, you can encrypt it. And the only way to decrypt it is basically going back to eBA and using the interface over there. So there is no other way to basically break it. That's another security feature of eBA, which is very important if you are complying with the FDA and such regulations. It's going to be important because eBA is CFR Part 11 compliant. So that's why we have these capabilities already ready-made, because we have customers using eBA for the same compliance purposes. Let's see if we have another question. So by the way, so we keep our contact information on the screen. You see our email addresses available on the screen. So if you like to contact us, if you like to continue this conversation, we welcome it. Definitely, please feel free to send us an email. We can schedule a one-to-one meeting to go into details of your expectations and your requirements. Let me see if there is another question that I should answer. So can more than one user use eBA at the same time? Yes. So first of all, eBA is web-based, meaning you can access the system. You can access eBA from anywhere, basically. You don't have to be in the same location. You can use a web browser and you can connect. And at the same time, there can be more than one users basically using the system. That's perfectly fine. There is no limit. There is no restriction against it. And that's the beauty about it. I mean, at the same time, entire company can use eBA at the same time. Manage processes, manage documents, records, view some documents, watch videos, read PDF files, and so on. You can run all your operations at the same time. In addition, we also have the ERP integration capabilities. So today we talk about SAP integration capabilities that we have. So there may be other ERP systems that's available in the marketplace that we can integrate. So you can pull and push data, which is very common. Today we talk about master data management with eBA as well as with SAP. There can be something more practical, can be something such as contract management, which is very common. You may want to manage your contracts in both systems, even though eBA may be the primary source for it. You may want to store it also in your SAP system with your vendor cards or customer cards, for example. That is always possible. You can pull and push data based on your requirements. So these are really case-to-case basis, I will say. But based on your expectations, we can definitely set up that integration piece. The good thing is there are options. And nowadays, due to COVID-19, we almost all of us working remotely from home. So being able to access documentation, records, as well as business processes and run them remotely is a great advantage. So that is why eBA is something that we really focus on nowadays, and we like to talk about and spread the word in a way that you can see the benefits of it and you can put it to work. As I mentioned earlier, we have more than 1 million users of eBA available right now. And these numbers basically increasing on monthly basis. So we like to encourage you to try eBA, and if you like to have a one-to-one meeting with us, we definitely welcome it. Please drop us an email, and we'll address your questions and dig deeper in eBA based on your requirements and expectations. Before we end our session, I'd like to remind you again our YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel called Bimser International YouTube channel, and we record our webinars in the playlist section. So if you click the playlist, you'll see our previous recordings as to webinars as well as product introduction videos available. So please, I encourage you, we welcome you. Please visit our YouTube channel, watch our videos. We have more than 200 videos available, and we keep increasing it. So you can also share it with your colleagues, your team members, and they can also learn, watch, and share with their own contacts. Also, for our coming webinar sessions, you can register on our Eventbrite page. That is our page. Basically, we always get the registrations, which is a great tool. So please review our page on Eventbrite, see what is coming as to webinars. Some of our webinars are more practical, some of them are more theoretical, some of them are more educational. So you can pick and choose which one you like based on your interest, and you can learn more about what we offer and more about digital transformation in educational sense as well. Great. So I'd like to thank you for your time, and thank you for your interest. We look forward to seeing you in our coming executive and educational webinar sessions. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.